Don't forget this and don't forget that. We tell ourselves these things on a daily basis, but how often do you actually remember? If you're like me, then it's a good chance that you won't remember what you told yourself not to forget. Sometimes your brain remembers the most ridiculous of things, but then you can't remember to take out the trash. And then you're sitting there like, oh my gosh, brain, remember. Why can't you remember the things that I actually need to remember? Everything swirls around in your head and it's all just a jumbled up mess of incomprehensible mumbo jumbo. Like all those words you had to memorize are just swimming around in complete chaos. And if you have to remember a lot of things for a test, it's just awful. You get to the class to take the test and you just sit there with a huge question mark above your head because you remember nothing. Then you blame the teacher because they shouldn't make you memorize so much because you are not a human floppy disk. Put on your thinking cap and be amazed because I'm going to show you a trick about how you could be an actual human floppy disk. But first, I'm going to give you a list of 7 things that I want you to memorize. Alright, ready? A pair of Ugg boots, coffee, pumpkin, cell phone, tire, scissors, chocolate. Now, do you remember them all? If you don't, you're probably like, But don't worry, I have a better way to memorize for you. First, you have to create a story with the words of things you need to memorize, because I'm sure you remember the plots of 7 Harry Potter books. So, here's my story for the 7 items that I need to memorize. This morning, a girl woke up, and it was finally warm enough to wear her Ugg boots. She was going to Starbucks to get her pumpkin spice latte, because she needs her coffee. While in line for her pumpkin coffee, she looks at her phone and she got a text from her boyfriend breaking up with her. She was so mad he broke up with her over text. So she went and found his car. She took a pair of scissors and slashed his tires. Then she went back home and ate chocolate because she was upset. Now do you remember? Does the story help make you recall those 7 items? I recommend making the craziest story you can imagine because it really helps you remember. So next time you need to remember some terms for a test or just a grocery list, put them into a story. Good luck making your own stories.